go and get my name tatted. Bitches always asking my relationship status. Girl, try to go, I know you know it while you acting. Them whole bitches stay pretty, bitches, they valid. Said she on a diet, I'ma give her dick salad. Don't be throwing nuts if you won't let a nigga grab it.
In Imperial Beach, a student aide at Mar Vista High School has been arrested, accused of having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old student.
Tonight, NBC7's Omari Fleming has the latest on the investigation and also heard from people in the community.
Guys, welcome back. In this one, we got a teacher that was caught having sex with one of her students. Oh boy. Well, let's go.
Deputies say a 31-year-old student support aide here at Mar Vista High School was allegedly having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old student. They say she even tried to keep him from telling anybody. Parents I talked to say this is a violation of their trust. Lisette Ortega Velez behind bars on charges of having oral sex and intercourse with a student at Mar Vista High where she worked. Sheriff's investigators confirmed these social media pictures of the woman who is 14 years older than her alleged victim.
Wow. I know.
The allegations have students disgusted.
I think it's gross because, I mean, like you have so many options and then you choose a kid.
Why do you find kids attractive? Why can't you find someone your own age?
The sheriff's office says the 31-year-old aide was arrested Wednesday off campus after school officials called them Monday to investigate. Investigators say the alleged incidents happened off campus sometime during this school year. They say while Velez communicated with the minor with the intent of committing a lewd act, they aren't confirming if any pictures were exchanged. Investigators also say she doesn't have any other criminal history of this nature, but they are urging parents to call them if they suspect their child may be a victim.
Bad human resources job, bad hiring practices.
Mar Vista High parent Beto B says what he's seen on her online profile is concerning.
It's just not somebody I would have hired to take care of my kids or to teach my kids.
Velez is employed by Roe Health in San Diego, which contracts with Mar Vista High School. Neither the district or Roe would confirm how long she's been employed, but in a statement to NBC7, Roe Health wrote, "It's our privilege to serve the medically fragile population. Student safety is paramount. In addition to validating competency, we conduct thorough background checks including DOJ and FBI fingerprint clearance."
They want my ID to have to get through that door, to even go and pay for an activity for my kid, but they're going to let a teacher have sex with another student?
In 2019, the school district agreed to pay $2 million to a former student abused by a JROTC teacher. Some parents say these latest allegations have them concerned for their kids' safety. Omari Fleming, NBC7.
So the district wouldn't answer any of our detailed questions that included whether they plan to keep working with Roe Health, but they did issue a statement saying they're aware of the investigation involving a contract vendor and they're committed to providing support to their community.
Damn. I looked into this story, guys, and apparently this whore was also married as well. That's insane. You gonna cheat on your husband with a child? Nasty bitch. And of course, we have guys saying, "I wish she was my teacher in high school." Let me tell y'all something. Any grown man that says that should be rounded up like cattle, launched into space with 30 minutes of oxygen in the tank. You men are the reason these hoes feel like they can do this. Now y'all say all that, but what if it was an older male student having sex with a young girl? Oh, y'all want to crucify him then? But if an older woman does it, it's not as bad? This is why equality doesn't actually exist. Men are punished for on activity in the public, but if a woman does the same thing, then all of a sudden, we are wishing that the crime she committed, we wish it happened to us when we was kids? A lot of dudes on this planet are sick in the fucking mind. Man, what do y'all think this boy might do when he grows up? He might prey on little kids just like he was preyed on. You dumbasses don't understand that you are creating the very monsters you hate, all because an older woman was involved, so y'all excuse it? Fuck y'all.
You know you got something hanging from the bottom of your truck, right?
So?
That's why you let the broke ass fucking tip. Because your shit fucking hanging.
Bro, you ungrateful, bro.
I'm ungrateful?
You ungrateful,
cheap
bro.
as fuck.
Wow.
Yo, whose lost child is this? Chick looked like she escaped the island of lost boys a bit too late.
I'm going to tell you exactly why, despite the fact that you might want to be with a rich man, you're actually not cut out for it. I went to lunch the other day with one of my friends who's getting married to a very wealthy guy, and she was talking about how unhappy she is in her relationship. And the primary reason is because this man works all the time, and her love language is quality time. Mind you, sis is sitting there doused in Chanel and Louis Vuitton that he bought for her. And I told her, I was like, if this is the lifestyle that you want, the Chanel, the nice house, the maids, the cars, the luxury items, then somebody has to go work for it. And you gotta ask yourself, do I want a man who's sitting next to me, giving me quality time, home by 5 p.m., doesn't travel, just like up my ass the entire time? Or if I want a man who's making money, and if he's making money, he just naturally is not going to have time for you like that. Now, in no way am I saying find someone who neglects you, but there's just natural things that come with this lifestyle that I had to learn myself, and I'd be lying to you if I told you it isn't a lonely life.
Bingo. Despite if you are broke or rich, someone has to work, make the money, or work to keep the money. Women live life on such an easy mode that they think being married to a millionaire means that men ain't working as much. Silly wabbits. That means that man may have to work more because there are a lot of moving parts in a business. I honestly never understood why these men were married to begin with, when they are always overseas and could have any woman. They may be gone for weeks at a time. Meanwhile, the wife could be fucking the pool boy because she's lonely. I don't know. Just seems like more of a headache to me.
You are a millionaire. Let's say you meet a guy that's also a millionaire or a multimillionaire, okay? Probably knowing you, he has to be a multimillionaire. He's attractive, etc. Other women want him. Do you think you can tell him he must be monogamous to you when you also have money and you have a kid, which actually hurts you as a woman?
I gotta step out.
Okay. All right. Let's take a Chris.
No, it's not, but that ass is not even funny. Cause y'all don't know. Like, for real, it's not even funny.
Somebody paid for my gas tank right before I got here.
Oh my gosh.
A whatever viewer? Was it?
No, I went to the gas station, I got out of my car, and this man came up to me and he said, "Can I pay for to fill up your gas?" What? And I said, "Of course." And he filled it up for me. He was an older man. He was a vaquero, like cowboy and Mexican. He was a lot older though. And Brian.
Did you at least give him a kiss?
No,
don't do that.
Come on, man. Dude, stop doing this. This is why they think the way they think. Come on.
I mean, I can understand being a good citizen, but bro, come on. Old Timer had a better chance of using that money, winning the lottery, buying pussy. Probably would have been less than the money it took to fill that car, and he would have at least gotten something back in return. Stop simping, men.
They date like a man.
Okay.
If you're a really highly successful woman who's doing very well financially, you can't, men don't date with those standards. Yeah. You date with who makes you happy.
What if she can't get over that? She's like, I want somebody on my level.
Good luck. Have at it. Go for what you want. But I'm just letting you know that your pool of men that are making the kind of money you're making is so slim to none. And then those men don't want you because men will sleep with just about anything.
That's true.
And especially if it's private or secret and no one has to know. Mm-hmm. So I've seen women who are 5s, but they're sleeping with a dude who's a 9. Yeah. She's got these ridiculous standards because she actually thinks this means that a man on that level would be with her. But he would never be with her. He's just using her for sex. But she thinks because her vagina has given her access to these men here, that this is the new standard. Men, money. They would never have access to these women, but the money gives them access to this. So for women who are very successful and you want to only date those men in that pool, that men with money have access to women that are not on their level. Do you think he wants you? Men don't look at it like, let's be a power couple. That's a woman thing.
Man, that is real, Rebecca. I think a lot of women don't realize that.
Men don't think like that. That, you know, you're powerful, successful man making money. He wants a woman for peace and love and great sex and stroke his ego. And he's proud to have her on his arm when he goes out. It's kind of like that whole package, you know, for men thing. But that's about it. And as long as you're like a really great woman, you can be great friends and the compatibility is there and everything, but he's not looking at another millionaire woman like, let me be with her because she's a millionaire.
Yeah.
That is not how men think. And so women, you know, if you're doing that, it's very lonely because first of all, there's not a lot of men in those categories. And then on top of that, like I say, you're going to be chasing men who don't want you.
And there it is, guys. This shows why men are honestly better people than women. A man looks at a woman's nature. If she has a nurturing soul, is she a good listener? Is she respectful? Important shit. But a woman will look at a man's bank account. If he's a bad boy, dumb shit. And they wonder why they get turned out. But guys, that's it for me today. Y'all already know what to do. And I'll see you in the next one.
A woman will go to a job interview for a job of her dreams and dress up, come prepared with a resume, wear a suit, dress modestly because she knows the job is contingent upon how she dresses and how she presents herself. Then that same bitch will go home to her boyfriend, dress like a hoe, try to go to the club. Boyfriend says, hey, why are you dressed like that? She'll look at him and say, shut up, Tom. I do what I want. The patriarchy can't control me. And walks out the fucking house and will openly disrespect her fucking man. She will go ahead and put more power and importance on dressing for a job for someone that doesn't give a fuck about her over her own man.